Thank you, Lydia. Well, joining us for more on this is Louisiana Senator Bill Cassidy, a Republican on the Senate Health Committee. And I just want to play for you, sir, before we get your reaction. The new White House press secretary answered a question about this over the weekend. Watch here.
The president understands the struggle of moms and dads and parents and caregivers, and making sure that we get a child has a healthy way of eating. I don't have a timeline for you yet. We want to make sure it goes very quickly because it's so critical, and we know what families are going through. But I don't have an exact timeline.
What did you hear over the weekend from constituents?
Constituents are upset. The woman in New Orleans, 3 children, can't find formula, and she feeds them 3 times a day. Yeah. And they're kind of wondering, does the administration really care? Not the kind of words they say, but we know that Abbott had to start signaling this 3 months ago. FDA could have had everything lined up in order to have things here when kind of things hit the fan. And they didn't. So there's either incompetence or just kind of a lack of oversight, or the perception is they just don't care.
The White House maintains that they've been working on this since day one, but they won't answer a question, which is, when did President Biden find out about it?
You know, I'm willing to say that there should have been a competent lieutenant that would have taken this on, but the fact is somebody should have taken it on. Now, since it's really gotten worse, they've been able to move relatively quickly. They could have moved quickly 3 months ago, and this never would have happened.
The desperation that these moms are telling the media about, the way that they feel, there was one who said that she thinks of nothing else but trying to find the formula for her children. So that is going to continue for a while, so we'll see about that. You have real concerns about the economy and especially U.S. energy. You have 10 ways that President Biden has killed U.S. energy. We could pull that up. You know, we talk about this a lot. On the first day, in the first hour, killing the Keystone Pipeline. But what other things could they do that could turn this around to deal with the fact that Americans have record high gas prices now 14 days in a row?
First, just like on baby formula, they have to show they care. Now, you would care if you took tangible steps to lower the cost of energy. They say they're doing this, they're doing that, but it's always 1 step forward, 2 steps back.
Such as saying that they want to do more oil and gas leases and then actually not approving them at the last minute.
Correct. Or putting in more and more stringent regulations, which makes it impossible to happen. I've called for an Operation Warp Speed for energy. Get them all in a room. Okay, if you can't do it waiting for this person to make a decision, while we're in the room, so to speak, you make the decision. The second person does. If there's an agency which seems to be slow walking, hold them accountable. This is important to lower the price of gasoline, the price of your heating and cooling bill. They got to show they care.
Well, does Secretary Granholm at the Department of Energy, have you talked to her? Does she care?
You know, I think on one level they do, but they have an environmental left which is so powerful. I think the Secretary personally does, but their environmental left is kind of pleased that gasoline is $6 a gallon. They're kind of pleased that people are paying so much. They see this as, if you will, the necessary struggle we have to go through to get everybody to buy into renewables.
How does that play in, though, to our competitiveness with China?
Oh, my gosh. It increases the cost of production of goods here in China, in the United States, which gives a company one more reason to move their manufacturing plants to China, where they use coal, which is cheap, and where they don't enforce their environmental regulations and their labor standards are really low. One more reason for someone to think about moving to China. That's bad for us.
All right, so you're here, and you're going to be talking about this to groups and trying to get the message out on energy and the China piece. It's critical, and that's where the president is in Asia today, hopefully talking about it as well. Yeah. Thanks for being here. Good to see you in person.
Thank you.
All right.